Pastor Adeboye backings Tinubu's incompetent government is mockery of Christianity, lawyer Inibehe announced to the News Info. Human rights lawyer Inibehe Effiong has asked the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Adeboye, to retire and go home, saying that it is always better to know when to exit the stage. Inibehe said this on Saturday in a post on his X handle while reacting to Adeboye's controversial statement on the state of the nation, where he said that the economic problems Nigerians are facing, including the Naira fall, was deliberately created by those who are against removal of fuel subsidy by President Bola Tinubu. Sahara reporters reported on Friday that the cleric in a video of one of his sermons said that though Nigerians have been facing financial challenges before the president came into power, those who were benefiting from fuel subsidy for petrol importation were not happy with Tinubu and caused the Naira depreciation. Adeboye has said that if he and some people who joined him had not prayed and God answered their prayers and intervened, by now $1 would have been 10,000 naira. This anytime I just see it, it's always doing me somehow because you don't want to talk bad against the pastor, but this comment is not making sense at all. But Inibehe said that Adeboye's controversial statement on the state of nations offends the sensibilities of right-thinking members of the society, noting that the fact that Adeboye is holding brief for what he described as incompetent and oppressive government is a mockery of Christianity. Yes, it is. It is, because it's like you are covering up for these people and you are not being truthful. I'm not saying the truth to power. If you don't want to put your mouth in politics, don't put your mouth in politics. But you saying that if you had not prayed and this $1 would have been 10,000 naira, what is that? Inibehe said Pastor Adeboye should retire and go home. His controversial statement on the state of the nation offends the sensibilities of right-thinking members of the society. In life, it is always better to know when to exit the stage. The fact that Adeboye is holding brief for this incompetent and oppressive government is a mockery of Christianity. According to the lawyer, many people in our country have stopped going to church due to the sickening hypocrisy and connivance of this religious leader. I'm telling you, most of our pastors now, all they want to do, all they are interested is in politics. Face your congregation, preach about God, preach about heaven, all those things. Stop putting your mouth in politics. Every time you do that, it makes you irrelevant, because people that don't want to go to church before, you are not saying things that would even annoy them the more. Supporting this government, supporting Tinubu, because I don't understand. Tinubu had paid billions in fuel subsidy contrary to his public statement. Tinubu government has not addressed the rot and corruption in the oil sector. We are not all naive and gullible. It is preposterous for Adeboye to say that it is his prayer that has made the Nigerian naira to depreciate further. Prayers do not have any effect on the exchange rate. Exchange rate is determined by economic and monetary policy and the productivity of a country. Adeboye has been praying for decades for Nigeria and Nigerian politicians, and things haven't improved. It is either his prayers are not working or God is not listening to them. Some of the most corrupt and evil politicians and political leaders in our country today are disciples and followers of Pastor Adeboye. He should look himself in the mirror. See, I wouldn't blame these people that are coming out to say all these kind of things against the pastor, because you too, think of what you are saying before you come outside to say it, because there are some things that you should not even put your mouth. As a pastor, you should not. If you cannot speak the truth to them, keep quiet and don't even say anything at all. Don't say things that will implicate issues, that will complicate matters. Isaac Odo says, now their turn, please just leave them alone. The North had their turn during Buhari's wasteful and failed 8 years, and we also the high level of madness displayed by the Northerners. It is now the turn of another region, so I am not surprised at all. Uchenna Eze says he supported Buhari because of Oshibaju, and now he is 100% Tinubu. And don't forget, Tinubu's wife is a pastor in Redeem, so he is enjoying heavy tithes. Victor Sodi says, I stand to be corrected, though it is often said that we are all political animals, but I would rather prefer any servant of God, no matter highly placed, to stay off politics in order to maintain your dignity and integrity. I've always said it. No pastors should put their mouth in politics. It is going to make you biased. No, there's no way you want to say it. There's no, if you like, support the citizens, so if you like, support the government, there's no way you want to say it. You will always sound biased. So it is better you don't put your mouth in politics at all. Don't. it will tarnish your image, it will tarnish your dignity, no matter how you want to say it. We are called to counsel them, tell them the heart of God, and pray for the nation. We should be apolitical. We are fathers to everyone. Thank you. You should not put mouth in politics as a pastor, as a man of God. You should not. Fellas in Auto Supply says, I'm not surprised. Blame those that take Adeboye serious. I see him as a political tool long time ago. Godwin Abba said, this man needs to rededicate his life to God. See? Samuel Ndubaba says, I think he's only being himself right now. Religion apart, I think it is clear that most of us do not really understand some of these people. There's a whole lot of people who place tribal sentiments beyond the interest of the generality of the people around the country, so it simply shows its true color. But I think it has nothing to do with Christianity. If you recall that Murik man that was eating up the policy during Jonathan, he has since gone mute, and they are same kind of people. Some are bigotry by religion, and some others by tribe. It is well. I don't like all these kind of things where a pastor will be coming out to say all kind of things about politics. Don't put your mouth in politics. Don't. It is not in your jurisdiction. Your job as a pastor is to pray for people, pray for your member, preach about the word of God, preach about how they are going to go to heaven. Leave politics out of the matter. It is not your business, really. Laura Stevens says they are among the elite Nigerians gradually moving our democracy to kakistocracy. All manners of rogues get appointments in a useless government. Sunrise Friday says, not so long ago, he apologized for teaching that without paying tithes, one won't make their imaginary paradise. Someday, he will later apologize that prayer has nothing to do with monetary policies. This same man carried placards during Jonathan's regime to protest against bad leadership. Imagine, a man of God. It's because God has said that we should not judge, so that we will not be judged, and all of that. If not, there are some things that people will say to this man, and because there are some things that you should not put your mouth into. You're not even supposed to be told. You should know that as a man of God, you should not put your mouth in anything related to politics. Anything. Austin Wabunike says, tribalism, the same man that went to the streets in protest against President Goodluck Jonathan, is talking from two sides of his mouth. Very sad indeed. Imagine. Imagine what you did during Goodluck Jonathan's time. Carrying placard, you a man of God. What is your business with that? Even if you have personal vendetta, you are a human being, we understand that. But as a man of God, there are some things that you should be limited to do. You should know that this thing, I'm not supposed to be found there. I'm not supposed to do this kind of thing. That's why people will be talking to you anyhow. That's why people will disregard you, and people will not take you serious again. They will not. Blessed says, these so-called men of God have crippled Christianity. Their love for money can make them say anything just to get material things. They don't practice what they preach. It is well. It is well. I just hope that he realizes his mistake and goes back on what he has said. Or don't put mouth in politics ever again. My listeners, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.